Welcome everyone. I hope we're live. YouTube somehow didn't, after changing to Twitch for a test yesterday, YouTube didn't want to go online with my regular settings, not sure. So I used some alternative different stuff. Let's hope that streams like it usually is supposed to stream. Probably need to rebuild my OBS with more modern streaming stuff. Anyway, welcome to upcoming the best T2 just raw vanilla plain text unpatched Linux. The best we have ever released to come. I uploaded this ISO already 23.7 to the download server. You can pre-test already, kind of like a release candidate before I build everything. I had this other massive downloads ready, right? And I was already a little bit sad that I didn't really have time and nerves to write a release announcement. And like, yeah, you can do all the hard work. Everything is marketing, right? Why are we not more popular? Because we don't have a marketing division, right? Marketing department. So it's like, yeah, you can like Apple, right? Even if you have subpar, slow, and stolen solutions and stuff, like marketing is everything. So we probably need to switch to more marketing because obviously, as we didn't really announce it, because, but in retrospect, so this was a really nice, I mean, so much work went into 23.6. It is mostly amazing. Just that, of course, the more we use it, using dog, as much as I don't like this, eating your own dog food, don't want to like dog food thing, don't want to eat dog food, but of course the more I use it, the more I find, or others. So this is installed. Even then, even yesterday night I found the latest util-linux fully removed etc-mtab, which we didn't really use. I only used this etc-mtab for the installer to save the exact precise mount options. So do we have desktop audio? Probably off. Let me just check. So yeah, even then. So we have some more things to, let me just quickly. Okay. Also, what was the dropout check 1, 2, 3? Okay, maybe puts audio or whatever. So yeah, some last minute things. So go test this release candidates that we, if you find something, reported sooner than later. We have some couple, so the plus feedback, of course, but the other question is, should we then really ship broadly for even more? It's like, yeah, I mean, 1.2 gigabyte ISO, right? What is like, yeah, broadly. Other things, I quickly wanted to check one thing, which is how many lib things we still have in there. We fixed some yesterday. Or ADM have lists. User, okay, let's only .so. Why does this TSO at the end? Okay, glibc, so those are valid. Okay, IP root 2 is not amazing. And libjpeg of all things. So yeah, let's get to work. There's always something. But that's not that much left. I mean, libjpeg turbo we built relatively newish. And lib IP root 2. There's always something. And then we will move on to take the rest of the Linux world over. Starting next. I'm not kidding. Shall I subscribe for supercomputers to come? Anyway. Because people weren't working. Who would have thought people with supercomputers were actually working Linux systems? And not just another fork of another RPM-based distribution. And attention to detail. And so on. So. libjpeg turbo. But yeah, probably continuation of yesterday's video where also people commented, yeah, totally agree, build systems, they all suck. And so I mean, because we support 2 dozens of build systems and CMake has, is it even CMake? It probably is CMake, right? Do they have some dear, what do they do here? CMake install default prefix, classes. What? Unix and not Apple? Oh, bits equal 64? Very strong stuff. Yeah, you could also just honor the supported. I don't get why this is not bits equal 64. Where's the bits coming from? Detect CPU type. Don't tell me you do this with CMake size of white P. The question is, where is that coming from? That clearly is not working, but the bigger question is, we don't want, I mean, what the clusterfuck? How often do they use these bits? More often, or do they just use it for that? Maybe not. Yeah, you can't mix this, and this is so. What really surprises me and gets on my nerves. There are so many clever people. We do so many great things, yet so many build systems and other details are like full of hard-coded nonsense. I mean, just use what just applied with. The question is, can we override this? Because I don't really want to. Because, I mean, technically a T2 build for x32 does not need to install it in x32 if this is so silly. Yeah, this is a kind of breakage I reckon we need to work with. Oh cool, this is now so small that... Okay, let's save that here. Let's probably copy and paste it also. Move it here. Oops. 4 less files. I'm not a fan of highlighting. It makes it for me more like, why don't you use syntax highlighting? It's at times more confusing than, also it was only parentheses highlighting. So let's copy that from Clang, that I don't need to retype this regular this pattern matching again. Or flip suffix. That, yeah, it's not complicated, but if I know where it is handy, then why I retype it, if we can just copy and paste it. Or I can CMake op. So I usually sort this a little bit by, I mean, yeah, it's probably, oh wait, I some also deleted or something. Oops. Yeah, maybe static and then install and, yeah, it's probably fine. Let's see if it builds. I have no idea if this overrides that. That's also the thing, right? With 24 build systems, raise your hand if you remember all the quirky details of all of them. Ah, okay, this only... Okay, it worked, but it was wrong. So much to... Let's copy it from somewhere, and it copied the wrong thing. Oops. Turbo. Oops, what is going on here? All right. We over substituted that. So we need slightly, so this is suffix. Yeah, I mean every bloody CMake package has their own one suffix, one. Yeah. I slightly wonder which do we set then, because some CMake. All right, maybe it's functional. We said CMake library path. Some use CMake library path, some use CMake default. No, okay, fine, you don't need to double check. So this probably builds, and then we also notice, so we have two other things yesterday. Oh, this probably cleans that up. T2. All right, did I start? No, I don't have the data. Compute node on. Could start it remotely, but I can also leave it off. So, yeah, that finally, congratulations. libjpeg turbo. And so all of this is only because I switched to libjpeg turbo by default, right? So this, like, if attention to detail, right? Although we had this libjpeg turbo package probably for decades, I'm pretty sure we probably have it for 20 years. That is alternative options, right? If you don't have one RPM distribution, but flexible open source development kit, then you have options. And probably 20 years ago it used to make, right? And yeah, if you package 82 package, because every day now we get some also, yeah, I know, we have some package contributions on Discord. It's like, I know, I will get it. Thanks already. I know there are at least 2 package contributions. I probably should be fast. The problem is I do so much, then it's also like do my stuff and then sit at midnight and yes, like others open source developers after working at midnight applying your contributions. Thanks. So fix libjpeg turbo libdir and move view new. So there goes that. Then we had, of all things, of course, IP root 2. And then we also have, before I forget it, from yesterday, lm then source, I believe is underscore. Oh shit, this builds too fast too. Control C. At least as far as I remember, it was lm sensors. So there we yesterday saw this icon. Oh, so this is still built too fast. I probably, wait a second, I believe we have actually that. We have no clear source, maybe? Oh, even. Remember that is way better than random, kind of randomly clicking, pressing Ctrl C. Question there, how long would it take your Threadripper to compile all packages once to see what breaks? Unfortunately, so the whole cross build, I yesterday changed the, okay, doesn't matter, video quality. Leave in the comments below, do you like this video setting since yesterday with a different color profile thing? Partially versus full on HDMI. Do you like it darker more? It's like so the whole ISO build takes, I believe, 2 hours currently. I believe before the bloat, I was like a little under 2 hours. Like with a 7950X with overclock memory and PBO and curve optimized and 200 megahertz boost clock improvement. So 2 hours. So these are, yeah, hundreds of packages, right? Oh, did I not build neofetch? I didn't. So yeah, some 300 something. I can also. It probably takes a day, and 419 packages. We have 10 times, right? We have, and it's like contributions welcome. 5,147. Hey, we have twice as many packages as Linux distribution exists. Yay. The problem is that there are lots of long building, Chrome, LibreOffice. Also LibreOffice I recently fixed, but LibreOffice I recently fixed. I fixed a year ago, and now it again has some symbols missing. It's like desktop Linux for its worse. It's like every month LibreOffice breaks. It's like, yeah. Also all this KDE and GNOME stuff. So yeah, like about 24 hours and at least one, if not two packages actually infinite loop. So maybe it would be faster. Like, also we could embarrassingly parallel build this, right? We will probably do that. I might get access to AMD Epic, hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's not jinx it. So coming soon, hopefully, maybe. How fast will 96 or 128 threads, of course? Epic Bergamo Beratung? No. Yeah, it was already right, man. Google. Cores, was it cores or threads? Ah, core. So we have 256 freaking threads per socket. Yes. But for that, we need to improve our scripts, because currently all the builds are serialized, and I mentioned it already dozens of times that even the Ryzen is not fully loaded, right? So the thing is, I can build one ISO, like a full-featured AMD64 ISO in 2 hours, and lots of this time is not embarrassingly parallel, right? There are some spikes of GCC, like even 6 minutes, right? 6 minutes LVM, 3 minutes Clang, 5 minutes GCC, 6 minutes the Linux kernel, and that spikes are embarrassingly parallel, and then in between are embarrassingly single-threaded configure runs or other nonsense, or even Rust LTO, right? You build Firefox in 11 minutes, and 6 minutes or so are single-threaded Rust LTO, or so linked to optimization. So yeah, and the same applies for. So that's why I built 32 ISOs then in parallel in less than 48 hours. What would that be? I don't have Lua. Okay, fine. BC, so that would be 32 times by proxim. Yeah. So that is why less than 48 hours I can build all ISOs, plus some manual intervention of fixing something. We could dramatically increase that, even the 2 hours probably. If we might, because so what we need to do next to embrace this insane and embarrassingly epic multi-threading, we would need to parallelize our package builds, right? So currently we build all in serial, which was fine for the last 25 years, but now of course comes the age of embarrassing parallelism. So eventually we should build all the packages. For example, like while we build Rust, we could already build libx11, and like that's not like everything that's not depending on each other, right? For that, theoretically, we experimented with that already 20 years ago. We at Rock Linux even, and Claire did some cluster scheduling. Maybe I deleted that because it was here's parasym, so there's a parallelism. Here's some package queue stuff. Maybe some so. I don't use it, that are leftovers of maybe or probably not the most working anymore. Because we did do build clusters with nodes 20 years ago, like 2 Athlons or stuff like this, or 2 Athlons and 2 Intel Xeons stuff. It's like poor man's basement 4 times Beowulf cluster stuff. But that is of course now local, and so this becomes a little bit more error prone, right? So the thing is, for that our cache dependencies need to be accurate, right? Otherwise, like if we really embrace that and the cache dependencies, which is also one reason, not only for end users, but also for parallel scheduling of package builds, because then we need to be really sure that we can build libx11, right? And the dependencies are really correct. And however, even then are some things with optional dependencies, right? So we will for sure have tons of Heisenbugs, right? As often with multi-threading and embarrassingly parallelism, this stuff needs to be really perfect. So much to other YouTuber, right? My favorite video of perfect code. it really needs to be perfect then, right? Because single queued, single threaded queued, or like in regular non like single code flow, how do you call it? Yeah, you know what I mean. Then you can get away more. You can more get away with things like if you run stuff in parallel, then of course stuff like breakage multiplies, right? And Heisenbugs, right? Like it worked for me, but not epic thread ripping that was 256 threads. Like, hey, we could literally build most of the packages in parallel. Anyway, yeah, so that is coming soon. Also, these are different projects. So as always, right? Software and hardware is never done. It's like even working 25 years on Linux distribution, of course there are the next things, right? So all this stuff comes. So that is the long answer to. Yeah, comment there, we should make a T2 compilation botnet. Yeah, but the thing is, this does not, we even learned years ago, like if you have connected nodes and you have NFS no overheads and other communication overheads, like then you need so much more compute performance if you waste so much performance in NFS. And that was NFS locally on 100 Mbit probably, Ethernet, right? And so over the internet it is even worse. So like botnets, like, yeah. Nowadays, AMD's embarrassingly parallel multi-threaded stuff is so crazy that it's better locally. Also with those caches, right? Was it 1 gig of cache or whatever? It's like, yeah, give me 1 gigabyte of like 640K should be enough for everyone. It's like, here you have we have 1 gigabyte cache, right? 1 gigabyte, is it 1 point something? I think it's even 1 gigabyte cache. How much? Combined L3 up to 1.1 freaking L3 cache. It's like, yeah, all the Linux distribution, like literally all the root file system fits. Okay, no, that's not true. Compressed. No, I take this back. It's like 2 GB. But anyway, you get the point, right? Like all the sources, like the whole sources of even GCC and Clang fit into the bloody L3 cache on a. It's like what? I mean, except climate crisis and stuff and wars and stuff. But otherwise, what time to be alive? It's like here is 1.1 gigabyte L3 cache on bloody sockets, like, yeah, of course. Anyway, we digressed a little bit. We have things to fix. So what other things were there? Using Ubuntu with T2, but some point it changed. Host platform itself using build packet, it will now install on the host. If you use build package, but at some point it changed, my host platform itself using build packet, it will now install. Build packet always installs into the host, right? Unless you, this is why you always use build target. If you want to build in one sandbox, you only use build target. Build package is the internal worker. You can, I mean, internally build package. So build package is the internal build a package everything. Build target and emerge are front ends, and yes, we will restructure that for even better usability and stuff soon. If you just run build package, it will install into the host system unless you use dash root and whatnot. But like basically all the special arguments like dash change root and whatnot. Even I don't like. Claire and I have done this 15, 20 years ago. It's like whatever. Like even yeah. Point is, don't use build package. Currently use emerge. That will change. We will change this to a T2 package or just package or something. But currently, if you want to install into your system, use emerge, and if you want to build a target, use build target. That's basically, and config of course. So basically, only use config, build target, and emerge package. Because build package also doesn't download, right? So build package only builds this package without download. We have scripts download. So historically, build target it also didn't download, right? Historically, like 20 years ago, where we were not as much in usability, you had to explicitly download, which probably the handbook might still mention. Only 15 years ago, we realized it is too annoying for normal, even for us. You want to build something and then like, yeah, you don't have to download. So only 15 years ago, only 15 years ago, we made build target and emerge obviously download that. But so yeah, this also mean obviously kind of modular library, like downloads, build package builds, and then there are some sourced functions and the config. So like how you usually even in shell, can structure software modular. Yeah, build target. And I also recently changed build target that, as you see here, until recently you had to specify job here, and I was tired of typing job, so this job is now optional. So you can just, if you want to build one package, you can, since a year, in recent T2, you can script build target, your config, like often config you can also, if you use only one default config, you don't need config, right? So only if you have another config name, that is obviously optional. And so yeah, you don't need job anymore, so just build target 2. 2 is the stage level, right? Cross-compile stage level. So yeah, let's see what these two things. So lmconfig, I wanted to fix this super silly ld config. Okay, where was it? Was it not lm sensors? I thought it was. Was it not lm sensors? Scrap iconf. There it probably is. Yeah. So yesterday when this broke randomly, this was of course not cool. ld config. So basically it should not run. Also, this is for cross-building, like let's check in the host system what we then use for cross-compiling. Of course not. I guess should we patch that? I mean, we don't really. I mean, the benefit of patching would be we realize when this changes, but I think it's not. Oops. The benefit of not patching it is not having a patch lib then. This should prevent it from run. Detection. Would this still run for? Maybe it would still run for install. Probably better. This is remove. Let's just make sure that it's not accidentally running for install, just to, while non-functional, I just don't want to unnecessarily randomly call ldconfig for the host system, which also might fail actually when you don't have, like if you build on maybe Musel, other libcs don't have, like hey, if you cross-compile T2 Linux on macOS or BSD, lm sensors, probably should be okay. Fixed lm sensors cannot is host to detect config. Fixed lm sensors to not use host ldconfig to detect. I mean, that is a thing I only noticed 15 years later. That is the crazy stuff, right? When either people write me T2 doesn't work, or my commercial software, right? My company is still sponsoring all this development here. Obviously, is amazing. And whether it's commercial software or T2, either people find always different bugs than we do in the office, or like the usual works for me, right? It's like where you sit like, how can this happen? Freaking works for me. And then you realize like how can such a thing? So it's basically hidden there probably for 15 years. And I only experienced linking issues yesterday because I had libiconf accidentally installed. Like, yeah, no, you can't make this box up. This is also like recurring love and hate relationship with build systems here. We have 24 build systems and they all suck. And it should be more standardized, right? Even in makefiles, people do crazy stuff in their makefiles like this, or the Intel stuff recently, right? somehow with 50 plus years of software development, there should have been for decades already, yes, like autoconf, like that too. I understand there are 12 sucking standards and now we have 13 sucking standards, yay. But like the level of custom bugs is ridiculous. Okay, this also doesn't have a no clear. So I think I need to rename this. This name is not my name, an old name, and I have it hard to remember. Also, currently I do. So this was also libdir. Let's by the way check what did we even install. IP root 2, how many libs? Are this all or just some? No, all actually. Also, wait a second, did I remember something. Maybe I once fixed something and it didn't find, maybe it's hard-coded to load this stuff because alright. Actually, maybe we don't need to fix this. I remember maybe I've once fixed it and then it broke this stuff. I'm also, I mean, yeah, this stuff shouldn't be in lib, right? Probably need more coffee. What is even in here? Oh wait, did I copy the who? Distribution table, normal distribution? Oh, come on, seriously, you don't compute this on the fly, are you? Okay, but maybe for in kernel and whatnot. Yeah, wonderful. What is experimental doing? Distribution table for experimental distribution. Okay, fine. Distribution tables, of course, firewall stuff and routing stuff, ships, such stuff. The question now is, can we... Maybe I should quickly... This is also why you use a version control system, right? Even if you have an unsuccessful one-man project. Because then you can log all your fails. Don't see something. Plugin. Which plugins were that even? Oops, no, not this one. This was 20 files. TC, MIPT, MXT. Okay, let's see if... this is also configure. What was it? NC? TC? libtc, correct, libtc. Binary file matches, yeah, thank you very much. That is funny. How does only why does only the binary file match, but not any object file? Or do they build this in one? No, they have your object files. There is some cached handle deal open. Cached handle. Get qdisk kind. Here's some SO. They have get tclib. Oh, there it is. And yeah, this is why I don't use. Actually, the other day I tried to use Kate somewhere. Like, yes, T2 can have Kate. I even experimented with a color theme. I could totally not get me to work. I work with Xcode. I work with ironically Emacs or Xemacs. But somehow, by the way, I truly hate Visual Studio, right? Like Visual Studio. And also, ironically, Xcode a decade ago was quite okay. The new Xcode I also hate. Like Apple so ruined, like Xcode 3 or so, I believe, from 15 years ago. Probably since Xcode 4, this also sucks like every year more. it is crazy how much I tried so often to use some visual editor thing, but like each time I'm less productive. That's absolutely insane, by the way. Maybe I should make a poll there on my moment channel. Leave in the comments how is your productivity with that. Okay, there is here in that. Wait, this is wrong. Get TC. Oh, this is some TC libdir. Why is this some environment variable? And okay, they have here libdir. Okay, they have actually okay, here they actually. So there is a chance to fix it. This is what I wanted to how hard coded it is. So you can overwrite it with environment variable. What is up with me today? Okay, there's a make file. So they have libdir. Okay, they set this libdir, and why does it not? They properly set it for the compiler. Why is it not defined here? Where is it coming from? But it is a configure. It's probably. Is it not a configure? So that is not autoconf. Okay, here's libdir. Can we also set this libdir? What is it checking here? Check libdir. Check rpt libdir. Here is some. You got to be kidding me. Why do I always find so much imperfection? You are not checking. Also, there are 32 CPU architectures, all supported by our Linux distribution. But hey, you get only lib64 for x86-64, and then it doesn't even work. Also, I believe it could work. Why does our stuff not? Because we wrap uname. Why did this not? I mean, it could have worked with uname, and why did it not? It's like, yeah, you're not fancy. And this is not some Abendandware Intel intern package, right? This is like the network routing for Linux since over a decade. Truly, nobody really ever cared for. It's like RPM forks for its worth, and the only distribution where everything works properly is soon probably D2 Linux. Here's libdir though. Pass to IP root libdir. And why does it not work? So wow, argument coding from hell. Then shift otherwise. Wow. I mean, yeah. Also, recurring theme here. Am I the only one who hates build systems? No. IP root developers, there is GNU autoconf, but everything sucks so much, we rather code it from scratch. Okay, but why does it not work? TM. How do we run it? Ah, right, it's an error. IDM log, IP root 2, libdir. Ah, shit. So okay, wow, it could have worked, but I mean, it could still have worked with uname. Wait, it has actually IP tables. Ah, what? Lib directory user lib? And from, okay. I mean, somehow this uname didn't work. Why does this uname not work? Could have worked. I mean, it's not my biggest challenge, but did they hard code that? Ah, no. I'm confused. This uname could have worked. Why does this not? Or is it not called? Check libpt. Is it here? Ah, maybe that is another libdir. Maybe that is not the primary libdir, maybe. Okay, that is yet another libdir. Okay, fine. So probably they always defined, okay, if you don't set this, okay, fine. So let's see what happens. So our build system let's see. So we explicitly remove our own variables here. So okay, we need to. Our build system is too clever, and so our build system detects, hey, that doesn't look like an autoconf. Remove. We clear this conf opt there, because there are because other people hate GNU autoconf so much as we do, and all the other build systems, so that there are more open coded, manually hand coded things, and no clear. Where is it? Clear. Clean. There is it. Let's see how much fails. The problem probably is if we set our build environment to not clear those conf opts, or clean, do not sanitize those conf opts. I guess it will break with 20 unsupported conf opts potentially, or will it just build? Oh, it just built. Interesting. Our ADM logs. But yeah, there's always an exception and another even more broken thing. IP root 2 libdir. Okay, we're running this with all this fine stuff, and apparently it worked. And lib directory lib64. Yay! Let's uninstall it. It's IP root 2, not 2. And here, finally, 25 years later, we currently have a minimal desktop Firefox distribution where all the paths were checked. And welcome everyone. Okay, L3P3 chimes in. Must be matter of taste. Prefer visual tools a lot. So I also never use Git commands, but use a Git UI integrated. So my problem with Visual Studio is that, I mean, first of all, I hate this, like the whole display is full with palettes. That is the same illness that Xcode also copied since Xcode 4, probably inspired from Visual Studio. And then what I also truly hate with Visual Studio, maybe you can disable that by default, Visual Studio will save the layout for editing versus debugging. So you make your layout nicely, how you can finally get work done, then you run your stuff with a debugger, and then the layout changes because debugging, and then you move stuff around that it's more durable during debugging, and then you click stop to do some more editing, and then the layout changes with the instant you click stop, all the layout changes again. Maybe you can disable this bloody double layout editing versus, but in general, also not a fan of all this palletized stuff. Like on Xcode, I have what do I even have, 28? Actually, on my 28 maybe, for 5K display, it's like 2023, you need a 28-inch 5K display to be able to edit code with Xcode, when it's like, hey, this is a 15-year-old NEC Multisync PA241W, a 24-inch, a little bit 1080p plus display, and it's like, can freaking stick. I could literally code on this for 100 years of stuff. Yeah, that's basically the main things, probably. Except also the code completion and all these helpers. I usually have to disable the stuff because I'm not a fan of stuff appearing while I type, and then I sometimes have to fight the autocomplete more than I would have just edited something. But L3P3 loves the fact that we always have choice. Yes, like VI versus Emacs. The crazy stuff is I continued to use, like 15 years ago, I continued to use Xcode 3 like many years until it was literally impossible to, I even hacked it, right? I hated Xcode 4 and 5 and 6 so much that I literally, because you couldn't even install Xcode 3 on newer macOS, I literally freaking hacked Xcode 3, the last release, for years, because also, and then the new Xcode, this integrated, like, what interface builder integrated in Xcode, and then it's like completely unusable. I mean, beside interface builders anyway, a bad idea, and then also integrated in Xcode, and I have no idea what those people at Apple are thinking. Like, it was fine. Xcode 3 was fine. It was literally Xcode 3 interface builder was literally the best editing experience I ever had on a UI platform, and now they had to copy Visual Studio and every year since then make it worse. It's maybe they have some Microsoft employees, submarine employees working at Apple, ruining the developer experience. Anyway, also you constantly work with so many console projects at once. IDE, which usually focusing on one specific project. Yeah, also grabbing the stuff. So we fixed IP root, amazing stuff. Just one node, so IP root 2. Oops, IP root 2. Fixed IP root 2 to install into the correct lib gear. Not cleaning conf opt. Conf opt, right? That's a conf clean. Amazing. It's the futures now. So we literally probably have fixed everything we need now. We could now, as a last thing, quickly see what happens if we emerge some big stuff. So that is a did I? Oh no, I didn't. It's emerge neo fetch, like nothing like. Also, did I have a typo? I think I fat fingered that. Oh no, I didn't. Also, I need coffee. So I only had one coffee today. Clearly. Tax-free coffee only in the Xcode office. So neofetch. So that is the last night's build, minus the fixes from today. And now let's, as one last test, and then I will wait some days until I rebuild all the ISOs. Just the ISO is out there, right? So so you have, theoretically you could rebuild libjpeg turbo, IP root 2, and what else was it? I fixed so much, I already forgot it. IP root 2, LM sensors, which is a no functional change fix. So yeah, you could rebuild IP root 2 and libjpeg turbo. I will wait some more days for people to try it out and then rebuild all the other 31 ISOs for alpha to RISC-V. And until then, let's do some more testing, like emerging. Let's maybe to do things first Inkscape, just because I sometimes use it. And for sure, all right, we need to do one thing, so eventually, okay, this is not affected here right now. We probably need to rebuild some things. Did I document this? I recently wrote a sign article, right? And yeah, also someday we revamp our website, because obviously PR. libjpeg, so this sucks. We need to urgently fix that though. So probably, yeah, that's better. How do we do that? So what we probably urgently need is some better, or like have some support for alternatives, because now all the cache files list libjpeg, and so our system constantly wants to build libjpeg again, because we have libjpeg turbo. So what we need is some kind of virtual alternative mapping. That was not so like until now it never was really an issue, but now we have some alternatives, including even GCC versus Clang and glibc versus Musel. But this libjpeg is now really annoying. We probably need to do something. Maybe something lightweight as a proof of concept quick test or so. Let's just manipulate the cache files here manually, that something of that sort, that T2 does not constantly want to rebuild those. For now, I probably need to invent some quick hack before we release this. So let's see, what Ah, shit, this was the wrong one. Ah. Okay, Control C, it's a... Ah, by the way, let's first build bin utils, because if I have improved cache files, I want the right... Oh, right, we need to force it, so the latest... Because the latest version is installed, obviously. So I only rebuilt this because we use Linux from scratch compatible build times. I believe I probably should check that. Let's... trouble... What? Why do we have trouble to reach this site? Oh, no, it worked. Whatever. Oh, 0 frames, so can't be my internet. Let's check something like JPEG or so. And just do they still have here? Because decades ago they had some build time. Ah, here. Ah, SBU. Estimated build time 0.5 SBU. And long time ago, Linux from scratch. Why does this not build? Oh, so we need to resize, by the way. Oh, serial console. I've not yet committed that. Committed this, of course, with. So, oh, wait, do I still. Plus X. Because now this will probably are also best with. What fails here? Ah, Perl. This is documented. Actually, I wanted to show you that, right? That's a cross-compiled Perl is not 100% perfect. I believe it does work a little bit, but not perfect, so... Where's our sign, mega sign? I just written this and I can already change it. This is also the only constant change and improvements, even in our Linux version. Just the other month I wrote an article to help newcomers and I document here, check out T2, but now the new ISOs come with T2 source pre-installed, which obviously is dramatically more helpful, right? Just with the latest ISO, just go to user source T2 source, SVN up, and you get good to go. All right, I wanted to check SBU LFS about SBUs. Is this still bin utils or because 15 years ago it was bin utils? Concept simple measure the time for building the first package and use it as a standard. For example, build GCC 3.9. Fortunately, most build times are much shorter than the one of... Yeah, so they still do this. Originally, the term SBU stood for static bash unit, because bash package was the first compiled. Okay, I didn't even know that. Later, the first package was changed to bin utils, so the acronym stayed the same, but now it stood for static bin utils unit. I've chosen to rename the term SBU standard build unit. Okay, I didn't know the bash history. So yeah, bin utils, and so basically the T2 packages are by pure chance and choice and by design compatible with LFS, independently developed. Build package bin utils. Actually, you know what? You got it verbose today. And so basically, if you need more accurate bin LFS guidance, by the way, I wonder. So they say here -J. I mean, maybe ours are not identical though, because I just saw here -J4 or so, with both parallelism equals 4. So ours is the parallelism used, right? So it might vary, but it's still so. This is also why, I mean, obviously it's just an estimate, right? Similar to LFS, it's just an estimate, obviously, because, but it should scale somewhat, right? Usually. Like if you can embarrassingly parallel some package, it should somewhat scale, because obviously I built the ISO with parallel, I mean usually 10 if I build all, but probably today parallel 32, and now I built with parallel 24. But this is also why we use bin utils as reference, right? Because as much as parallel epic thread ripping parallel you can build this, you can probably also build the other one. So Inkscape, let's try. How much do we need for Inkscape and GIMP? How much is still broken? Okay, there's what? Okay, this might be just what is lipsync? Is it just some C++ hiccup or download? Why is it not lipsync? Or do I not have? Oh, we have download. Why does it not download? Maybe we don't have some archiving thing. What was even the? What was the +2? Looks downloaded though. Oh, it's also Mason. Why are those deps not in there though? Right, maybe, I mean, I'm still oh, this also fails for PIP? Setup tools. Okay, we probably want to update our Meson. That is why we're doing this, right? If you're wondering, PIP set, was it setup tools or is that even a package? We have that in the system now, but maybe it's not fully working because I cross. Yesterday I had to add PIP and the setup tools. And the cross-compiled Python stuff might not match 100%. That is freaking annoying, actually. I really wish this Perl and Python stuff would cross-compile better. No, wrong one. Still something fails. What still fails here? No target. What I don't instantly see. And then people on Discord like, hey, why does it not build? Like, yeah, I also don't know why this doesn't build. What's going on here? The data updates this to some. Does it need autogen, autoconf? Maybe it needs autogen conf things. Oops. What happened here recently? Data updated some stuff. The question is this still the right version? Because we have like 3 or whatever. So it looks like, okay, data. It's like untested, didn't build. Nah, thank you very much. Okay, massive updates, and now it doesn't build anymore. Good that we test this before release lib. And that is, you work day and night, and then stuff still fails. Right? Where do they FTP Gnome? Okay, this is a release tarball. Darn it. So yeah, that sucks. We are probably not surprised. Even 210A, 210Y, 22. Whatever. Looks like we need to auto regen that. That's also a really bad habit, to be honest. I really hate this. Can people not release? Like decades ago, we released fully functional tarballs, and now we release like, yeah, let's auto gen this at home. Like, good luck. I'm common prepare. I really hate this habit of not releasing working tarballs. Because this autoconf stuff is also prone to break. So, okay, wait, this has run Meson. Okay, we could try if it really has Meson now. Okay, maybe they switched to not auto-confiscated. Does it really have MSM? Okay, it has MSM. Okay, let's see what happens with that, and maybe we don't need to auto-confiscate this. But this probably, we also don't need that then anymore. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Probably should have built the both. Even did something. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to have it there, but do we have others? Okay, fine. Let's maybe image, let's commit it when actually stuff using it worked. Yeah. glib How many of this do we have? Yeah, this is really a mess in my opinion. The amount of cannot find what glib yeah, maybe I should not have emerged Inkscape. I mean, except there's always a win, as much as it annoys me to work on stupid errors. But the amount of GTK2, GTK3, GTK4, libzig 1, 2, 3, GTK, and whatnot. It's like, it's just mind blowing how many different things we need to have here. Probably this doesn't build, does it? Or it even did build. Let's just finish recompress. Yeah, and that is why. So you have the Linux desktop. Do you want GTK, GTK plus, Qt, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. Let's in parallel try GIMP. What could possibly go wrong? GTOP, GTK, gmim. So for GIMP, I documented this, right? We can't currently cross-compile gobject. Don't forget to share, subscribe, Patreon, GitHub sponsorship, YouTube membership for even more funding. Because I documented that here, right? We probably should try that, by the way, straight from here, gobject introspection. Before we build more. Yeah. I mostly had this running to not have this, what was the boost download crippled. Okay, this successfully recompressed. So then let's do the recommended rebuild here to get all of gobject introspection. Let's see if that hopefully works, or on design. And more comments. Tried building GTK recently, but got some ATK related errors, couldn't figure it out. I built Inkscape probably some months ago, but it's always, yeah, stuff changes. But yeah, I agree, it's annoying. There are too many GTK minus variants. And ironically, 20 years ago I used, because, I mean, obviously 20 years ago C sucked already, so we actually, my friend and I actually wrote GSMP, right? And maybe I should have continued this, maybe that would have been a much more prominent sound manipulation program. Here, that one here, which may or may not. I said it before, right? We produced 2 or 3 CDs even with that. 20 freaking years ago, over 20, like literally 25 years ago. Time runs, man. Yeah, something of that sound. It's not that. It's not exactly that. Yeah, probably the last screenshots of our fancy stuff. Probably gone by now. So yeah, stuff builds actually. All right, the other question is, so the main question was, should we ship broadly for broadly compressed web fonts? Maybe we should. And the other question is, does broadly install into the right lib directory? Generic package thel. So that was free type, right? So maybe that gets broadly. So most of the other stuff, what is okay, there's an XML parser, that is our fault. Do I have that documented? Oh, I have this documented. Okay, setup tools we built. Yeah, some rebuilds due to cross compilation needed. Yeah, eventually it's too much time from too little effort, right? Of course, eventually I would need to do that, but also why does this one's boost? Okay, now it's what could possibly go wrong? The problem is now T2 things boost is partially installed, and probably we have enablement for that, but yeah. What we could quickly do, so at least one, actually we could also in parallel see if now we have enough for Inkscape. Whatever's going on with Cairo MM1. Oh, this even builds now. There is glib MM, still quite a massive fail. Actually, maybe we should not have Control-C that. Okay, this is glib. Maybe this is just the order, maybe, because maybe I've just not ordered. It's like, yeah, improvements to true dependency detection soon. At least it will give us, each time I do this, I mean, not only each time we do this, we find some nonsense, like NumPy, Orbit. So this Orbit IDL is probably deprecated, probably next to nothing uses this shit anymore. I would hope. Yeah, we're building two things in parallel, a little bit interlaced. Console output. Yeah, there's some GTK here. Yeah. Yeah, it's somewhat disappointing that still you put so much work into this and then, but this is also okay, this was just some defect download. Which we probably Control-C too much here. Do we have checksums? Does this rename that? So I mean, this is correct. That's what was I missing, right? I just want to find. Hopefully, this should find the ones I Control-C in the middle of the download. Need to make this also. Yeah, there's always something making this also more robust. 5,000 downloads. Oh. Yeah, that found it. Should not happen to start with. I'm not sure what's up there with Control-C handling and exit code. So something wanted some glib, what was it? GTK, ah darn, so many strange dependencies. Okay, let's try to build this 80k madness. Ah, GDPMM. All right, this is only, maybe this is just the wrong order. Although maybe it's also wrongly updated because that is 80k mm1 and that is makes me suspicious. Yeah, maybe, you know what, maybe data updated this wrong. Because it is 236. Maybe that should not even be. Maybe data was here. Or I was here, 80k mm. I have the suspicion that was wrong too. Did I do here some imperfect updates? Maybe. So just 236, 228. I mean, there's always a possibility that it's still API compatible with one. This download is also really slow. Nah. Does it have a new version? Because they have this. This is also what I don't understand. I mean, such an outstanding project, and then they use this crappy forum, like, it's like, nah, can't even auto-track it then. Everything gets some random hash thing there for no good reason. 222? What do we have? Oh, it's slightly new, I see. Like, why do you need to put it so stupid on some forum thing? Here's source. Click here. No, it's like, I don't want to freaking start it in 2 seconds. I need it on another server. Yeah, Inkscape's like, why do you put it in some gallery icons? Like, seriously? Yeah, it's like, okay, let's continue until Inkscape works again. Might only be 5 minutes. Let's see. What ink? Escape. I use the script anyway, so I fix the gallery item, which probably was another one, right? Gallery item 3. Oh no, it's still the same. Gallery item 3736. Oh wow. But nonetheless, what is the download URL? Release. Can we load this? Hello? What is this? Redirects. Oh, but here's a, doesn't really help us much. Nah. Okay, so that's this download. Okay, is that downloaded? Obviously still need misses dependencies. Let me just enter a password. Like, let's maybe here. And let's continue until it builds and then call it a day. Okay, while I read something, let's continue with GIMP just to see. We probably, the crazy stuff is the last time I built Boost, it also failed. I can't mix this nonsense up. Actually, we should try that, to be honest. Comments in our Discord, likes the new quicker way to swap system partitions installer step. That is amazing, happy you enjoyed. Crop 2 setup might get confused. Is there a continue finish stack? Xorg is now able to detect mouse errors, still confirm anyway, need ThinkPad conf. Rebooting and mounting Linux start just get confused as no reboot of machine. Anyway, amazing. Just like this build errors. Okay, let's see what we can do for this stuff here. And one other, not only as usual finding some updates like Inkscape, unexpected updates because of the convoluted graphical stuff here. Yeah, we probably should also tap into Repology and stuff. So why does, this is GTK Pix buff. Did we not build this here in GTK, G-Object Introspection? Here's GTK Pix buff. Did we not rebuild this? No? Why not? Can we get some more depths here? More than I wanted. libgsf, that is some Python. Maybe we need to simply also rebuild Python for... I believe I have not force rebuilt this yet. After cross-compiling, that is, yeah, on the list of super annoying things, but it is what it is. So yeah, no more coffee today. Significantly done on coffee. Another health tip, I'm not only significantly down on coffee, which probably why I'm so tired, I'm also significantly down on sweets. You'll already see how much even more healthy I looked after I probably only eat half the sweets. Save so much money, so much health benefits. Only the industrial food industry hates this trick. Cheers. Probably next I need to make my own lemonade. Maybe this kombucha kind of mushroom stuff. Leave in the comments below if you tried this already. So let's try GTK Pix buff again. That probably fixes on Python. Do I have Python here on Python? Perl. Maybe I should have Python here. Okay, that is better. Then let's see if we... Yeah, so that I'm totally aware that that needs to become even smoother. That's what we are here for and working on. Still something. Pango gear. Thank you very much. I have the feeling this Pango didn't rebuild. Was Pango not in here? No, here's Pango. Some of the feeling, maybe this something didn't rebuild. It's also... Wait, what does it want now? Probably some other I really hate G-Object Introspection. Like, we have a shit language, we need to simulate object-oriented programming with structs and then implement half-pass. Somehow I have the feeling this thing didn't have effect. What the heck? Probably should have looked more close. Or maybe it didn't rebuild with Python. That comes from building stuff in parallel and not actually seeing what's going on. So I give it maximum 10 minutes max. If you have ask me anything until then. But yeah, this G-object introspection is truly annoying. Wait, this did not build, did it? Or did it build? Maybe it built? So yeah, Inkscape and GIMP, and then we call it a day. Did I actually, did I commit here something? Alright, this was. Also, was it just two? Okay, let's commit this later maybe. Yeah, the amount of dependencies is surely annoying. Oh wow, it still didn't build. What is it? 80k. Somehow I copy and pasted that. Why did it not fully freaking work, TM? I have the feeling this had next to no effect. Not sure what I was doing there. Or maybe it was Python. On your current config laptop, what's your current? Well, given I run a company and a YouTube channel, I have too much, right? My go-to, I mean, I'm live streaming from a Steam Deck just because, and so kind of my Linux desktop currently is like a Steam Deck also for saving electricity, right? But I'm building on a kind of build server Ryzen 7950X, so. What did I want? Oh, like lipsexy. Let's hope that finally freaking works, GM. In general, for normal development, actually, this kind of powerful AMD APUs are kinda enough. I mean, except Firefox is a little bit, nah. But this is also not the latest version. I actually urgently need to reinstall the Steam Deck with the latest and greatest version. I just didn't touch it because my OBS Wayland setup is so touchy. Otherwise, I have here actually already a second SSD somewhere. All right, over there. Yeah, I need to urgently update that. It's still. It's just some shared file of icon cache. Oh, wonderful. Not solving that today. We should. The problem is each day I procrastinate this is a day where users experience that at home. That is obviously not ideal. What is with this lipsexy still? And what the heck is it even? Why does it not find GTK2? Okay, that's not... Should this not be... Okay, fine, I don't really need this. Let's see. All we wanted is GIMP and Inkscape. Okay, let's check if we get some further with Inkscape now. Okay, there is shared or static library glib generate extra defs. Thank you very much. Maybe this is why previously I didn't use the Meson stuff. And what does Inkscape still want? Yeah, like GIMP, Inkscape wanting old GTK stuff. Nah. GTK MM3. How many GTK MM do we even have? Not really sure if that is even a valid dependency. Pango MM. How many Pango? Like, yeah, just build Inkscape and then looking through all the. I have no idea which version is it. Oh, it's also ridiculous how many crazy versions there are of crazy nonsense. That one's what? glib mm268. Oh, there's glib m. Okay, that build dependency is clearly not amazing. Yeah, we need new non-pre-sorted build priority dependency resolution. Okay, that build something. Is it enough for Inkscape? Nah, just ignore this old stuff that I... GTK MM3. Oh wait, this is still Pango MM1. Did we not build this? Maybe it really needs an older version of Pango MM. Yeah, that is installed. Okay, that is not installed. Was it the one that failed somehow? Somehow yeah, I mean this is... yeah. Oh, now it built. Amazing. And so this numpy is obviously some stray dependency, which is also why we're building all this stuff to see what crazy dependencies we're still missing somewhere. What was this GTK-3? Was it what failed previously? Yeah, we need to be really careful with this abundant stuff, not to accidentally update some stuff. Way or data. Okay, that currently... hey, is it freaking builds? No TM. So the good thing is that I built bin utils, so the cached standard build unit size is correct. What does it? And also, sure, it wants G spell. Hey, that builds some stuff. So, and the other pro thing is, the other win-win of failing stuff. Canberra. Like some of the steps might be outdated or otherwise random from before I improved all the details recently. So we get all kind of crazy stuff updated week after week here, so that you don't need to waste your time second guessing dependencies. Hey, stuff actually freaking builds TM. GTK gear. Isn't that amazing if stuff needs geometric introspection? GTK 3. Which is here even which? Well, this is 4. Alright, this is 4. Did we rebuild? I saw loose overview. Maybe I didn't rebuild. GTK plus. Lib RSVG. Yeah, of course, Rust now. At least we get better dependencies. Yeah, and also micro. So normally the build would be so much faster. Yesterday's video, right? Rust dependencies, micro dependencies. How many do we need here? Probably 100. Easily 50. Huh? So how large is my This is 100, so that is relative index 0, so 32, 64, yeah, probably 100 freaking dependencies, and not as libraries. Okay, this is just some, yeah, I need to fix all these details, all these nifty little details. Okay, this is nothing like trying to edit the firewall. This is why usually if I'm not live streaming, I'm not using verbose, because then I can better work on the same terminal. Because I have a Tmux, but it's obviously annoying to have Tmux and Tmux. So that was GTK that fully built, besides the error. And RSVG. So you should not do this at home. I need to fix this sooner or later. And let's see, what did we want? We wanted Inkscape, right? What's happening now? All right, you know what, we still misses something. Back after the phone call with my child. So, which version is that here? Gspell 1. Is it still? Boost. Couldn't. No, it wants Boost. The one thing that fails, that kept failing, let's force and image that 2. You're playing so nicely. Should I come home again? Probably should play with you and your truck, huh? I'm working on our Linux distribution. On our Linux distribution. Yeah, you can soon help. Remember when we installed the power supply together? You can also soon you get Subversion account, and then you can help updating packages and fixing nonsense. You will love fixing other people's nonsense. So Boost, what's going on here? So the last time I remember I was like Boost, like over complex stuff. Like too big to fail. Yeah, nothing like the Boost matrix is scrolling by, and of course something failed. What failed today? I wonder if that is enough to function, or... I mean, I remember that something really... And this is also, like, why I didn't fix it the last time. Because... Or did it even... What even failed here? Failed updating one target. It's like updating... It's like... And that is also, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, fix everything. I endure a lot. But... if you have 17,416 targets, like there is also a limit of how stupidly complex and yet broken. This is exactly what I remember that happened some months ago. It's like, leave in the comments below, do you find it normal that monstrous projects have 17,000 whatever, 17,416 targets? Like, hey, this are 8, no, not 8, 4 times, 5 times as, 5 times? Uh, 8 times as many targets as Linux distributions. I have failed common copy. What's going on here? Target, no such file directory. Thank you very much. User include serialization collector type, common copy. 12,000 target. Darn it. So yeah, is that enough to work? I have no idea. var adm fms boost. Is all the other shit installed? Does it have a chance to freaking work TM? Let's find out. It's maybe... Junior, where are you? I don't see you anymore. Nothing like having a video phone call with your child when he crawled away with his truck and You see your apartment on your... There you are. I should have built it verbose. I think it builds. I have the impression we got Inkscape potentially building. Let's then try it again with GIMP. Hey, maybe Poplar now builds its splash screen. Yay! Nothing like a boost-based splash screen. K-Town Commons, drink your own champagne. I don't have my own champagne. Who is... How many people do their own champagne? I could rather say use your own Linux distribution. There are probably more people building Linux distributions than people that manufacture their own champagne. Or eating your own breakfast. So many things better than talk. Hey, Poplar built with boost splash screen. Question: we speak English with our child? No, our child grows up multilingual. We speak 4 languages with our poor child. Maybe he will become a translator. Probably more successful than building Linux distributions. Okay, what's going on with this stuff? Also, my wife is not German. Yep, our... Hopefully the best chances in the otherwise world we destroy. He might not have food to eat in 20 years, but at least he can speak 4 languages. But hey, 4 languages is nothing when you learn how many computer languages like C, C++, Pascal, Perl, Python, Ruby, build systems, Make, Meson. How many languages? Assembler, Spark, PowerPC, x86, ARM, RISC-V. Okay, at least Babel builds. So let's probably... it's really so much... Okay, this is, by the way, Python nonsense still failing. Why does this Python nonsense still fail? I probably should look into what's going on with this Python stuff. GTOP. Was it not GTOP? G, was it? What G errors do we have? Okay, G. Mime. What's going on here in Python subprocess? Installation. What does it want? File, line, rebase run, GTK docs rebase file. Did some GTK documents? Let's rebuild GTK doc, let's see if that fixes the thing. Probably, yeah, GTK doc, what's going on here? Boolean check, warning, yada yada, program Python 3, pigments. Pigments. Yeah, also wrong build order. Probably should quickly fix that. Yeah, you fix one thing, then that proper dependency resolution should take mostly care of it. Pigments. What was it? Pigments. Yeah, let's do that way earlier. How much earlier is it? It's not that much earlier. What was the other? 20. Okay. Oh, it is much earlier than the other. Okay. So. Soon we probably. Oh. What does this now? How can so much stuff fail? No module named. Is that... Or maybe we need to rebuild libxml2. I'm also not the biggest fan of this stuff, that probably libxml2 comes with Python stuff, and it's like if you build libxml once, then you get the C stuff, and you need to have Python and stuff around, probably to build. Let's see if... I mean, maybe we should split our own packages, but it's just so much extra effort, right? That we, instead of upstream doing that, we need to split the stuff then. What did we actually wanted to build before we... Oh, something GIMP related. libgtop. Ah, this was libgtop, not gtop. Okay, so probably that stuff only failed due to GTK docs. Maybe. So what else do we have here? Okay, mine stuff. Orbit. Yeah. But... I mean, some Python and Perl stuff has separate packages. I mean, maybe it always should be separate. I mean, yeah, probably it should always have been libxml to get the C stuff and libxml Python. Okay. Maybe this GNOME canvas is super outdated, decade-old stuff. Whatever is wrong with libsexy. Let's hope this is not needed. It's probably needing something of some sort. Yeah, as usual, 1 hour later, right? Let's quickly... Oh, by the way, you find merge, most of the YouTube merge I currently only have in YouTube in Europe, because I need to, these are two different YouTube partner shops, so I need to reset up all our nice t-shirts. And if you're wondering, I usually click the woman stuff in there because I can't mix the stuff up, right? This, YouTube is like, you want to choose it, and it's like YouTube constantly recommends me in my own selection list only the woman stuff. It's like, of course, we have this also for men, just it's like here I Linux code, I mean now this, but this is super annoying that I now would, like, instead of that I can just click it in here. So I mean, obviously choose the right t-shirts that you like more. Okay, here's this for example. But so if I would want the other one, then I would need to search it here, and it's like this is just what it proposes. And then it also doesn't show everything, right? So it, again, here's this men vintage. Yeah. Or here, like for kids, right? Linux code for kids. Probably need to order that myself for my child soon. Yeah, just that it's just like I'm too lazy to, it's like, nah. And then often you search your own merge and it's too short to find. It's like, yeah, it is what it is. Just, it is as... I mean, some people order that, which is amazing. Just, of course, we have it for all genders, and I'm just too lazy to, like, for example, this T2 shirt here I like most, and now I have probably, was it here? And if you don't like the men's vintage Linux code and color, obviously there are other color choices, right? You don't need to order it in gray. We also have all the other colors usually. Okay, so this probably we want gexif2. So Python 3 missing GI. Thank you very much. And so GIMP wants that. So yeah, this GIMP. Why is this GIMP so early? This makes completely no sense. Probably. Oh, you know what? Let's. Oops. Oh, no more. Why did this not up Python GI? Where is this GI coming from? Okay, this finds obviously everything. Python GI. Where is it coming from? RG object. PyG Is it PyG object? Where is this PyG object? PyG. Or is it up high without? So, like that. So, do we have? Alright, I want to. Did I pin this already? Probably not. Oh no, I pinned. Remove pin. No, it's pinned. And that is the thing, right? Now I have pinned the iLinux code men shirt in gray or whatever. When I like it in black. Let's pin the woman version after all, because I like our T2 logo more in black. Difficult choices. But we are nearly there. Can't be that much more missing. Except this old dated. What is libsexy even? Yeah, the rest of GNOME not sexy. That's I need a libsexy, obviously. This one's freaking GTK2. You can't make this stuff up. Package GTK2. What is with GTK? Maybe it doesn't even depend on that. That failed with. What are this failed with? Shared libraries. Okay, fine. AppStream glib? Oh, what the heck? GIMP really wants everything in kitchen sink. What even was the name of this nonsense? AppStream. What the heck even is that? I believe that is new because 2023 adding even more packages to you. Library provides objects and helper methods help reading and writing AppStream metadata. Cool. I guess I need share, like, subscribe. We need to package, or like GIMP was building the other month. Now they need a new. And can you disable that? Maybe you could. Should we quickly check if we can disable that? This is really a hard dependency now. You can't mix this stuff up. Check for extension support. App data test. Is this app data test? App data test? Is that enabled by default or what? Feature auto. Thank you very much. This is line 513. It's not used anywhere else except maybe for the tests. And maybe this bloody test option. I'm not the greatest fan of Meson. At least it looks to me that it's not used. Let's see if we can patch it. Maybe developers always have it. Let's see what happens. Nah. 4 blocks it starts, except for parent guard dependence. Nah. Repatch that one. Ah, I deleted, so I over deleted. Oops. Ah. Lib archive not found. Can never have too many dependencies. Now this ATTR and ACL are just optional collateral damage. And one inode. Let's delete all this random stuff and try once more. What does it want now? Package iconf? Looking for with could not generate. Iconf was not found. Iconf required by libarchive? What the heck? I lose my faith in humanity soon. This is... All I wanted was build GIMP4. Did we in the meantime not even build Inkscape? We freaking built Inkscape in the meantime. What the heck? Okay, didn't find libarchive. Tried with CMake. Why not freaking package config? Looking for libarchive with method package config failed. Could not generate. What the heck? This is not funny anymore. Really not. I don't know what is wrong with those people. Anyway, that's it for this fixing. It is as much as I want to dedicate it today on this beautiful Sunday. So let's quickly update some cache files. Also, probably. Just some 5,000 arguments. It doesn't take long. By the way, this was impossible, right? They only fixed the Linux kernel 15 years ago, 10 years ago, you would have got argument list too long, right? So that this works is even modern. Probably doesn't even work in BSDs or macOS. Such long 5,000 entry and 100K whatever argument list is too long for most operating systems and was for Linux a while ago. Okay, we probably should commit some individually. libsig ++2 libsig C++2. That's probably fine. Plus some virtualization overhead would generate 5,000 plus arguments a bit faster. And then for, or like ls, let's copy all these cache files, cache log, cache log 9, cut delimiter that field, oops, what delimiter field 2. Certainly we could cut the 2, cut delimiter dot field 1 while read f do copy cache to ff the cache. Some didn't even exist, maybe. Okay, we can touch that. Package pop. Oops. Didn't even hit that yet. Of course, you can script that, but for that too, it's not worth it. So then, what did we got? Diffs. A not completely annoying package that actually freaking builds TM. And then (72) files changed. Yay! So I still need to actually write some kind of script that detects meaningful changes. So now we have T2 source. I also need to script to, I noticed this yesterday already, now that we have a package with T2 source. Now it's in the cache. It shouldn't be like that. Let's see. Okay, 8. Okay, that not really sure. Maybe I should actually check why. The debug lib archive. Why does it have that E2? Okay, it really freaking used those freaking headers. Wow. Okay. Whatever. It's chosen. Not really sure why we get. Does it really use bash everywhere? Okay, it has run bash, or maybe our own build script. Fair enough. I probably manually deleted bash all over when we switched to dash, but now we get it back in all over. Not the biggest thing. So lots of bash, like let's maybe filter this out. I don't want to have too many random changes. It's basically always, I mean, we can eventually commit it, but not today. But the benefit is if we have so little changes, then we can better revert that. Like 2. That probably should be all that have only one change. (74) to go with potential updates. So yeah, this lib archive is real. This don't want to accidentally commit this. Here's some ISO codecs get tags, probably also real potentially. Okay, there's some random tracing removal. Okay, Python has, not sure. Okay, let's check. Also, I've realized this for quite a while. It's probably doing some nonsense, but it's good to sometimes check what's really going on in Python. Why does it define? Like, why does it use BetaFS procs utils h? Like, what is Python doing that it depends on everything? I really have no words, to be honest. So maybe we revert everything that has... No, how do we best... And this is why I need to write some kind of filter. Yeah, I will do this. So basically we'll clean this up a little bit and commit this for better dependencies for you at home. Maybe the easiest would be diff each individual file, grab this timestamp stuff away, or actually, maybe not grab the timestamp. It's even easier. Just grab like sv and diff each file, and if it doesn't have plus minus dep, then revert it. Maybe I quickly script. You know what? Let's quickly. If people watching don't know. So the way this would works, grab, okay, this is our cache, so yeah. Basically SAD anything with space away, so probably should be some space, right? I mean, those are all, wait, why is here? Oh, this is a hotfix patch. Okay. Grab cache. Actually, we could, okay, doesn't matter. Grab cache, cut. Yeah, doesn't matter the most for today. While read f do sv diff. So basically diff this file and grab plus minus dep, and we can do that quiet. And otherwise, so if something grabbed, otherwise revert file. And let's save that. And let's see what we have left. Okay, more. I mean, these are manually removed. I mean, I could. This Lua I notify just built. I notify. And just notify. Hello. What did I even? Lua notify. What? Lua notify? Some of this builds everything. It's also not particularly amazing. Maybe it's using some Lua rock management thing. Okay, that actually built. What? Where is our contrib? Interesting that it's using another set of random depths. Probably better ones. Not sure what was going on there, but that is much better. How many do we even have left? 52. No, that shouldn't take so long to review. Okay, that was Notify. Yeah, that also, oh, this is ATSPI core, is that really? Yeah, building some system is, no matter what software and system, is always lots of detective work. ATSPI core. Why did it use libcom? Through what did it use that? But I'm not going to manually filter all the stuff out now. It is what it is. Yeah, something, maybe Python or who knows what. Something is being linked probably with something of E2FS procs. It's not amazing, but it is what it is. Look, this previously didn't have the right time. Now we have a proper build time. Other fixes. Okay, libjpeg turbo. We need some proper handling for that. Probably we will, some dep aliasing and probably for the cache generation, and then we translate the alternatives to the main package, and then emerge would need to check for this kind of alternative packages if an alternative is installed, something of that sort. Patch is welcome. Like the object introspection now depends on alzalib. It's like, yeah, thank you very much. Why does this stuff always happen? But there's always some, like, yeah, something is using, like, what is using lib sound in building that? Alza, the object introspection? This is so silly. But I will not just delete everything, right? It is what it is. If it's, I mean, most people have it installed, it's part of the base system. Of course, we will continue to improve that. I'm just basically checking with this mess commits that it's reasonable. Nothing too crazy. I mean, with all the craziness, nothing too crazy. My laminate is also already empty. And so not only, as we discussed earlier, not only for you playing along with home, but also our embarrassingly parallel building soon. This needs to be as accurate as possible. And some of the stuff is, of course, libwebp is, of course, optional. Yeah, all the hard work pays off. It looks better. I mean, some stuff is still stupid, but that is just the stupidity in the sources. Can't fix stupid. Like E2FS com stuff linked wherever. Maybe we should always link with as needed. Ginger too? Okay, GPM might be an optional dependency, but I mean, we could revert it. This was like if there's nothing. Don't need to commit some biggest noise. It's already enough noise in this. Does it exif2 really need Python? Better hope so. But yeah, for the most part, it looks actually now pretty reasonable. Why did this not revert? According to my script, this should have reverted. Why? Ah, maybe we substituted that after, maybe libjpeg, probably. Yeah, the Perl build time previously wasn't accurate. Although probably historically it was accurate, so it's, yeah, in my previous monstrous cleanup commits, I did not always set the proper build time. It's good that we cleaned some stuff up. Yeah, so a massive cleanup for this Python stuff that we fixed to filter out the registry dependencies. Even Ginger 2, here's some random stuff apparently. Mako. Where are we? Control G. Ah, 88%. I really wonder if this pigments really needs Ginger 2. Maybe it did. Okay, this Python is too stupid. Not committing. I need to check what's really going on there. There's too many crazy dependencies. Yeah, we're getting there. Some hours a day keeps a Linux distribution functioning every day. Yeah, there's some Clang stuff in there. Okay, I guess it mostly looks fine. I guess we only have cache, do we? Oh no, we have maybe one hotfix. Okay, maybe I should redo this with only cache just in case. We have an epic thread ripping Ryzen to generate 5000 and plus 5200 arguments, no problem. Don't try this on your Spark station. Next round of cache dep dependency polishing. Imagine humans would need to do that manually, like in all the other Linux distributions. It would get crazy. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Oh, there was Perl in it? Okay, fine, that's what it is. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. As always, alright, someone opened a bug, our Lua JIT is outdated. They could just release a new release. Yeah, Mike Powell. What? How old? 2017. Yeah, I'm not a fan of not releasing stuff, to be honest. Yeah, the skim stuff didn't really do much yet. Should we do something crazy? No, we want actually. Kind of sort of end it here for today, don't we? I mean, we have people, still some people still. Yeah, so basically, ask me anything last minute. Yeah, shit. I hate Control-C clobbering that. Qt5 base. Nothing like some excessive testing here. Let's see. I guess it should mostly build. Let's see how much mostly builds while I check emails and stuff. So we have stuff building. Okay, Qt5. Yeah, it takes. So the question is also, should we include Qt5 base for those who want to play along with Qt at home? Because if you do this on a Steam Deck, it will build significantly longer. Just getting our ISO larger and larger. It would be worthwhile though. To satisfy Qt and KDE fans. Play along at home. 3 minutes, not too bad. Yeah, it certainly pays off that we use now the modular split Qt packages. So much better. What's here? Ah, this is just what we manually control C, right? I need to... Yeah, this kind of annoyance is now after polishing so many details for so long. Qt5. It's probably time. The problem is you just don't control C so much. Or did it just not download? Ah, operation too slow, less than 10 bytes. Are we still online? Still online though. Nah. If it's not our doxes, it's Qt servers, I guess. Exceptionally not my control. So yeah, so too slow, less than 10 bytes transferred. Thank you very much. We are still 0 frames. It's exceptionally not our fault. Yeah, so much to testing. Failed by modern internet. So that's it for this video then. Questions there, how do we find all the dependencies via wrappers? With our sandbox tracking, right? We track all files used. So we track all the read files and written files. Written files are then packaged in the read files we use for the dependency tracking, right? Mapping the read files to the other packages. And this is why we also find all the random stuff of E2FS procs library and stuff. Why does this not freaking download? The Qt5 3D? Why does Qt5 3D download and not the other thing? Or does the server have problems with continuation? Oh, it works. Okay. Oh, there was some hiccup somewhere. But 0 frames. What should I? It is what it is. Internet in 2023. Yeah, people watch TikTok and stuff and not our... it's like yesterday when I went to Twitch, which I usually don't do because I don't use Twitch, there was some young woman, playing half-naked guitar with the... I can't make this shit up. Do you also need more views by playing half-naked guitar here? And then the title was, how is this allowed? A woman sitting there with their guitar, lightly dressed. It's like, you, and that is a modern... main, emerald, diamond, what the heck? Yeah, people always like, why don't we Twitch live stream? And then a Twitch live stream only 2 people watch. Thank you very much. Yeah, how is that allowed for me? What is for me here? For me here, follow channels, following. Actually, probably don't follow anyone yet, right? Unless I don't know what, whatever. Dota 2, nah. Continue watching my own live stream, yay. Anyway, crazy stuff. And I mean, I personally never, like, I literally never use Twitch. And then people tell me, why don't we use... I don't get Twitch, to be honest. I have the feeling it's not really... There are just people after ASMR and... I guess, yeah. This also doesn't download, thank you very much. Do we have emerge, like something is up with downloading? Yeah, too slow, thank you very much. Do we have emerge download only? Download? No, we don't. Ah, shit. But yeah, I wanted to stop now. Does it? Oh, this probably doesn't copy and paste like this. Does it? Yeah, something is up with downloads. Nah. Is it exceptionally not our connection? Or is it... Hello? Okay. Apparently it's... Oh, 12 millisecond ping. It's not, that is not that bad. Yeah. 2023. Our internet works better than Qt's servers thing, apparently, maybe. Or routing. Yeah. Now we have some drop frames with excessively loading. No, our exceptionally once in a lifetime, our Toxis line works. Except, yeah, of course, this testing breaks a live stream. 343 drop frames. It's also a little bit ridiculous that this doesn't schedule better. Okay, this... Alright, this was wrong. I'm kind of tempted. Yeah, you quickly want to test some stuff and then it doesn't download. I probably also need to have this stuff on our own mirrors to do infrastructure. Yeah, but do we have download only? I've just thought I wanted to implement it. Do we have download only? Do we really have that? Ah, we have that, I thought. Okay, download only. Good that you say that. It's more like doing this. Oh no, downloaded. Yeah. So yeah, so maybe in a moment where bloody internet downloads like grab all, maybe we should either rename that or support both, because dash download would be enough, wouldn't it? But thanks for contributing and reading the freaking messages. We can do that here. Scripts, emerge, be clever, multitask, download. Download or download only. Probably download is enough, right? Download only. Leave in the comments below. Continuing task. Download only. Yeah, that's. I mean, leave in the comments below. What is more intuitive? Probably 15 years ago I thought it's intuitive, and then 15 years later, why is there not dash download? Yeah, let's leave this in the background. Let's continue to build already. How fast can we build this? Hopefully we can. And we have built ours. Amazing. Failed for this stuff. Why does so much stuff fail? Maybe some initial depths missing somehow, somewhere. Nothing like building even more depths. Yeah, we will also fix this soon. The issue is that currently Emerge intentionally only does one level of dependency resolution because historically we had always so much random nonsense in there. And now that we hopefully finally have that mostly cleaned up, it is also time to saving and increasing the keyboard life, not typing dash only. Okay, this also didn't download. Cool stuff. Or maybe this is why this stuff failed. Qt5 tools. So yeah, we soon can do more dependency resolution of like multi-level dependencies. Let's just download something else. I mean, all the other downloads freaking works. Like, it's probably some routing. I mean, the rest of the internet is not that bad. Exceptionally, I mean, otherwise it's peering between Vodafone's failing DOCSIS. Yeah. Let's quickly check if Bash has a new hotfix. 5.2 patches 2.15. No, they don't. So it looks, yeah, 15. Oh man. Oh, no, downloaded. That's, or it could also be IP4. This IPv6 versus IP4. It could actually be that with some ISPs that some IPv4/6 connectivity is more whatever broken, and then some downloads from some servers that have IPv6 work and some others not, or stuff like that. Anyway, that's it then for this video. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. We made some more progress polishing details. Yeah, but it's basically with all the build errors, most for them. I mean, it's crazy that in 2023 Qt stuff builds more reliable than GTK. It's like, yeah, decades. Why don't we have the year of the Linux desktop? Decades of dependencies, deprecation, and versions. Like you need 3 GTK versions plus the minus MM variants of C C++ support, and then even so you can't even build GIMP anymore because after having 5,000 packages, you still need this other crazy that we need to package next here in. Is that even the upstream URL? Warning: is in heavy maintenance mode. Use upstream instead. Cool. What is heavy maintenance mode? Is that, does it mean they heavy maintain on it, or that they don't touch it anymore? And it's like, cool, GIMP now needs a warning package in heavy maintenance mode. You can't make this nonsense up. Here's free desktop. Cross-distribution effort in enhancing the way interact with software repositories provided by Linux distributions. I have the feeling this will work a shit in T2. Nah. Also, okay, service failed. Maybe download. Core add-ons. Ah, there's core add-ons. K-service, K-core. Did I not hit that type. No, okay, fine, whatever. Probably they have nearly all the same depth. Huh? It's more stuff. KDE add-ons. RGI. KDE add-ons. Did we control C that? Did I misspell it? What? KDE bus out. Alright, control C that. Force. Yeah, so that is somehow the problem is, as much as it is annoying and looks bad on YouTube, it's probably super hard to find in which detail in this shell scripting we don't handle control C in something there. Okay, service. Yeah, whatever. After whatever, it's what it is. So, Kate, one last chance. Still so much stuff. Now we have empty def in there. Thought I fixed it. Yeah, it was so good when it was building. Config widgets. Yeah. Don't have configs widgets in there. Oh shit, no, I accidentally. Okay, fine, I guess the rest will be fine. Did I overlook the mtdef, or is it a new thing? I kinda fixed that. Maybe. So what do we? Okay, t2 source. And then we call it a day. Three. Okay, now we have this is glibc we need to remove. As is probably the special we had many previously removed. Okay, I don't remove it now anymore. Okay, this is okay. Wayland has no significant better dependencies. Previously it was everything because previously I had copied that. So yeah, each rebuild the dependencies normalized to JPEG tool. Did I have that here or? Two files. Look, at least some improvements. If you first go to the end, then you have Control G working for the progress. Because otherwise ls doesn't know, ls didn't read the whole pipe, and then it can't display u as a percentage. Yeah, a little bit of a pity that I previously deleted this bash because I thought, no, because we have theoretically... I mean, it's also a little bit superfluous, but I'm not fighting this. Oh, this is also alib. Just because GPM. Okay, some more kconfig here, which probably is correct. Yeah, NetTools a little bit. Previously, I had at times deleted that. It is just whatever, if config or other nonsense. Not really important. Eventually, we should further check, but we should do this globally. I will only do minimal cleanups here now. Yeah, lots of bash stuff though. Should I delete once more bash just not to have so many? 115, yeah. Or maybe I did actually run the wrong reversing. Oh, I have run the... So that is a little bit better. I mean, if we now delete NetTools, okay, now we have over removed bash. Congratulations. Maybe I quickly revert everything that is not adding one. That probably should have been mostly the deleted bash thing. Yeah, with each iteration we get this to perfection. Let's maybe give that one last try. Need to manually... Oh no, we didn't build cables. Because what is with GUI add-on plasma variant protocols, dear? Would be nice if we would have more stuff just building. Plasma. Okay, we don't have it there. Plasma. Way. There we have something. Plasma Wayland protocols. Maybe I should have copy and pasted that. Here is a number even at KDE land, right? Can never have too many dependencies. And of course you need all this, everything and all the stuff you need for Kate. Hey, no, good. Oh, what is it? Config widgets. No, Control C Z. Yeah, in retrospect, it's always easy to say, had I initially commit here proper dependencies, but 3 years ago or so live on YouTube, or nearly 4 years ago, I just did this monstrous marathon streams where I got this to work at all. packaged all the stuff. And now it wants K5 bookmarks. What is even the name for this thing? Let me guess, Control C. Now that wants to. Okay, this also came XML GUI. Okay, this order is not correct. So this, what was the other package? Was it? Okay, bookmarks. And I'm also working on this to get dynamic dependencies without static. We did this only, basically this is leftover of computers were too slow, right? We didn't want 600 megahertz Athlon do dynamic dependency graph stuff. What was missing now? Probably should work now, right? Unless it needs even more nonsense. Text widgets. Let me guess. Of course. Control C at its finest. Yeah, don't press. Also, I still have to convert this. There's some to-do warning. By the way, probably this should be. And of course. Do we have now? Yeah, but also everything needs everything, right? Was it KIO? Was it that failed for KText? Why does KIO need KText widgets? Yeah, everything depends on everything. Oh, now we have drop frames. 1000 drop frames. Now we catched Vodafone's failing doxes probably. Okay, we're getting there. Another small round of final dependency things, I guess. Yeah, the remaining 5 minutes continue as we have already. Hope you enjoyed this, learned something. Amazing release is coming. Finally, the last things hopefully soon working. TM, what is now minimum required? Is it maybe some update missing because of all the different places KDE has? It's probably some mess. Update required. What was it even? KText editor. Oh no, there is something now. Okay, 5 new stuff. Guess we are there in a second. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a new KDE version stuff, maybe. Also data recently updated some. There, this versioning is really... So where have we been? 23043, 23043. No, we're actually on the latest version apparently, maybe. And now we have Kate for UP3 or SG Octane. Is it 23043 apparently release services? First one maybe only. Where are we? Probably kinda the sad thing is I kinda need to do it on a new VM to tackle the last one or two dependency mix-ups, but what did I previously? I changed that, right? So that is none. Still 100 something, still something reasonable, or okay, MTDEF. So MTDEF should be taken care of. I need to probably double check on a fresh new VM then. Great, T2. Lots of bash, a little bit pointless. Maybe I committed this time around. Okay, you see here Valence that actually indeed has a proper dependency now. Yeah. Alright, there was also Python. That and Python. Oops. And then, of course, comes the day where manual intervention will hopefully not be necessary. We could also train an AI, maybe instead of SAD grep and tifstat. Yeah, you know what, let's maybe delete. I don't want to commit so much bash stuff and oops. Still some yeah, it gets better and better. It just took a while. Thankfully, we only need to visually review that a little bit for complete nonsense and not copy and paste it into source RPMs. Okay, it still somehow depends on GTK. Okay, not particularly interested what it used there. Maybe some icon tool. Was my grep Maybe I should do one, nothing like one more. Is there anything of value? Because we deleted everything. Okay, revert that has plus minus. Also Python and AA. Okay, that's bash. Is there still anything? Okay, maybe here. Oh, is it also the JPEG tool? Oh wait, I did this already? Maybe I did this. Okay, probably we over deleted stuff that only I have, for example, this, for example. So there is still some we deleted. Good that I double check that. So how did we somehow we need to, okay, it's actually not that many. Most were really only bash. Ah, except this one though. I guess there are only two valid ones, huh? Grab everything. Let's see what we have left here. And then I need to write an even better filter. So that's what our careless grabbing previously deleted. I have this in less. A little bit hard to exit that with. Okay, the benefit, you might find it annoying, all those small commits, but the benefit is better filtering, right? Better 4-5 commits than one monstrous stuff with too much nonsense. Also better for review and revert, right? Better one more thing than overcommitting even more random garbage. So yeah, that's another improvement. We're getting there for your better and more enjoying the source distribution. Playing along at home with all your vintage and retro ARM to RISC-V stuff. I need to go way longer than I wanted. As always, let's 40 minutes do some cleanups and then nearly 3 hours later. So hope you enjoyed this and learned something. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon for all the next fun stuff to come.